All right, guys, we are back early. Got arms on the menu for today. Gonna jump right into the lift here because I don't want to take too much time. The goal for today is to hit biceps and triceps, hopefully with about 8 exercises or 8 sets per muscle. So 16 sets total for the day. Starting with just standard straight bar curls. I added 2.5s on each side. So just a 5 pound increase, not a lot, but when you start with just 45 pounds going up to 50, that's a pretty big percentage jump there. So starting with barbell curls, not sure what my next movement will be. I'll figure that out when the time comes, but probably going to do, depending on how it feels, probably 4 or 5 sets here. Focusing on going to muscle failure, focusing on slow eccentrics, squeeze at the top, slow eccentric, let that muscle sit in this lengthened position for a second or two before coming back up. So that's the goal for today. Also, minimum rest. Minimal rest. So that's the plan for today. Biceps, triceps. I'm jumping in the first set right here. Okay. Not quite to failure, but I can already feel that my biceps are pumped after just one set of 20 reps. So, gonna take a little bit of rest, not too much, hopefully a minute or less, jump into the next set, and try to get the same amount of reps. If I have to, I'll do a rest pause set where either I'll put the weight down for a second or I'll stop at the bottom, let my biceps recover a little bit while I'm taking a few breaths, and then finish the remaining reps. Oh my gosh. All right, 3 down. I think 2 to go will be good. And then, oops, I'm thinking I'll do maybe some banded curls so that I can get more of that lengthened stretch. So I'm getting a good squeeze with these, but I think if I'm pulling from behind me with the bands, I'll be able to get an insane stretch. Okay. Okay, 5 more. 5 more. Oh gosh. All right, I think I'm gonna take this weight off, throw the band on the rack, and hopefully jump into some lengthened curls pretty quickly without too much rest before this pump starts to go away. All right, I'm trying the first set with the green and the blue band. We'll see how it goes. If it's too heavy, I might just drop to the blue band. It's not going to be so heavy that I have to drop to the green, I don't think. But focusing on the same key points here. Getting that nice stretch. something I just thought of during that last set was keeping my torso up. Because if I keep my torso up and my arms come back, then my biceps stretch. But if I'm leaning forward and my arms come back, it's pretty much the same position as if I was here and doing a regular curl. So I might actually do one more set here, just maybe less reps, just so I can focus on keeping my chest up and having my biceps stretch. Because I think the first few sets I was bent over, so I'm not getting as good of a stretch. Like my shoulder position here, when I'm bent over, is the same as when I'm upright. So it's like the same curl. So I wish I had thought of that a little sooner, but I didn't. So because of that, I'm gonna do an extra set here. I'm gonna do an extra set and make sure that I am lengthening those biceps on every single rep. All right, that is sufficient for biceps. I got like 20 minutes to crank out triceps, which I think is plenty. I'm gonna focus on tricep push downs, and then probably, just like I did with biceps, probably some banded stuff to get that overhead stretch position. So I'm gonna set that up quickly and get right on it. All right, first set of tricep extensions coming up. Slow eccentric, squeeze at the bottom, hold that stretch at the top for a second. Same ideas as the biceps. Okay. It is amazing what a little break like that can do as far as being able to get 5 more reps after being at pretty much the point of failure. Take a little rest, a couple of breaths, shake out my triceps, then I'm back on and I can get 5 more reps. So I think that's good. It allows me to push that fatigue for each set a little bit farther, push that needle a little bit farther toward overall fatigue and failure for the tricep. So I think 2 more sets here. Probably do the same thing I did for biceps. So 5 sets here, 3 sets with the band overhead. Gosh. Oh. 5 more reps. Last 5 tricep extensions. Okay. oh, that felt good. It didn't feel as good while I was doing the reps, but when I came off, whew, I could really feel that my triceps were stretched as far as possible. I didn't think that that was going to be enough based on the first 10 reps, but the last 5 or so, those were good. And those are a movement where it's really easy to just get to the point where it's hard and then want to go back. Just something about the band makes me want to do that. So I have to like think about focusing on actually pushing as hard as possible, as hard as humanly possible, trying to push that band all the way to extension. Because coming from that stretch, like I think that's those last 5 reps of doing that, I think those are huge as far as gains goes. So I got 2 more sets here, and then I'm calling arm day because I feel very, very pumped, which is a good thing. As you can see, those last like 5 reps were literally only in that stretched half of the rep, which I'm not upset about. I would have liked maybe to have gotten a few more where I could push to that full extension, but I think that bottom half of the rep is where it's at. I think that stretch is key for muscle growth. I mean, that's just going subjectively off of feeling that the fatigue feeling that I get from those is different than the fatigue feeling I get from the cable tricep extensions. I don't know what it is. It just feels different and it feels really good. So I'm gonna write down what I did today so I can do it again next week and increase the reps or increase the weight. Make sure that I'm progressively overloading over time. I want to kind of stick to somewhat of a plan as far as a split that I've been wrestling with, but also just as far as the exercises that I do on each day. So like I want to do this bicep and tricep day, this arm day for a few weeks in a row, like 4 weeks, a month and a half, 6 weeks, something like that. So I think that would be really good to just hit the muscles with the same stimulus, increasing weight, but the same movements. I think from what I've heard, that can be really good, focusing, just doing the same plan for a while and then switching it up once your muscles get used to it or aren't being as fatigued by those movements because they've gotten good at them, they've gotten strong in those specific movements, then you switch it up. And then maybe you come back to it after a while. So that's it for today. Gonna get ready for church. We finished right at 6 o'clock, so that's good. Gonna get ready for church, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow at the gym for chest day. So looking forward to that. As always, all glory to God. And let me grab my little clicker, and I'll see you guys in the next video.